Welcome, friends. Welcome back to another Sunday morning and the Old Cookbook Show. Today we're going to do something out of the Metropolitan Cookbook. And this was published in 1918 by the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company for their policyholders. And there's quite a bit of information in the front of this pamphlet all about what you should eat during a day in order to be healthy and what the requirements are. And they're quite interesting because in 1918, the expectation is quite different than it is today in 2019. So the recipe we're going to do is for a peanut cookie. And quite an interesting one because it's not a peanut butter cookie. I love peanut butter cookies, but this one just uses peanuts, and I'm really looking forward to see how this turns out. So we're going to start out by creaming some butter, and the recipe just asks for fat. I've put in butter because that's what I want to use in these cookies. And once the butter is softened, I put in the sugar. And what's really interesting is this makes a very small batch of cookies, I think, because that's only 2 tablespoons of butter. Once that's all creamed together, we put in 1 egg and continue beating that in. Okay, we're done with the beater, and now I'm going to mix into this flour some salt and some baking powder. And we'll just give that a quick stir just to make sure it's all mixed together. Now the book says that you're supposed to sift these together, and I guess I should. And in 1918, it would have been very important to sift it together because flour would have been different. There could have been bugs, that could have been clumped. There were a whole pile of other reasons why you would have sifted. In 2019, that's not such a big deal, and I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I just dump this in, apparently, and mix it together. Somehow this says it's going to make 24 cookies. I imagine they are 24 super tiny little cookies. Next to go in here is some milk. Not very much milk. It says 2 tablespoons. So I have a 2 tablespoon measuring spoon, and a lot of people ask me about this. Yes, it is 2 tablespoons. It's made by All-Clad, if you were looking for it out there in the wild. In go 2 tablespoons. Next in are the peanuts, and it says 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So I've got a fresh lemon. I'm just going to squeeze some in. I'm going to say that's about right, and then we're just going to mix this together. Now, as far as cookie dough goes, this is quite loose. I'm a little bit interested. I thought I could use a scoop like I would normally with cookies, but I don't think I can. I don't know that it'll come out. Let's give it a shot first. So let's see. Will it come out? Oh, maybe just. Okay, we're going to use the scoop. So I ended up with 15 cookies, not 24. But judging by what the book says at the beginning, it wouldn't surprise me if these were meant to be much smaller. Well, I definitely know that they were meant to be much smaller. So it says to put half of a peanut on top of each cookie before you bake it. These are going to be good. These are going to be good.
Hey Glenn, did you actually put a peanut in each one, or is this just that many peanuts and they just randomly all seem to be in the middle?
No, of course I put a peanut in every one.
Well, you made them with care.
Except for this one, I ran out of peanut halves.
Oh.
So there's one that doesn't have a peanut. So these are just peanut cookies. They're not peanut butter cookies. You just put chopped up peanuts in them.
Okay.
And the dough is a little weird, so I don't know what to expect.
Okay. It looks like a cookie. It looks like it's crispy, like it's got lots of butter in it.
No, there's 2 tablespoons of butter.
Huh.
Like there's
That's,
not.
that's crispier than I would have
Yeah.
expected, right? Like
Yeah.
that looks...
Well, they spread quite a bit. I was afraid they were going to spread, but they spread and then they puffed up. It's more like a little cake.
It actually tastes like soft peanut brittle.
Very peanutty.
For those of you who can't chew peanut brittle, this could be your solution.
If you've ever had a Madeleine, it has that texture.
Except for the crunchy peanut bit.
Except for the crunchy peanut bits. Well, the peanuts chopped up, right? So I put them on and I chop them up. But you could probably chop them finer than I did, but I thought, oh, I'd like to have peanut bits in it.
I actually really like these cookies.
Okay. So, if you were expecting a peanut butter cookie, no.
It's not super sweet.
No. There literally is nothing in this cookie. I read through that recipe and I thought, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of, and it only makes 1 pan of cookies, which is really great. Even though it says makes 24, there's no way.
They never match, do they?
No.
Never.
No.
Well, I think it's interesting because it doesn't say 2 tablespoons of milk. It actually says 2 tablespoons of fat, of butter.
It says
Sorry.
fat.
So you could make it with all sorts of things.
So it would be whatever fat you want to use. So you could use lard or shortening butter. You could use coconut oil. If you wanted to use coconut oil, you could use coconut oil.
Yeah. So with the exception of the egg. I was going to say it could be vegan, but no, you've got egg.
You've got an egg in it, yeah.
But you could do an egg substitute. There you go.
You could use an egg, yeah,
But
definitely.
I really like it. I'm in. I feel, you could add other things that complement peanut flavors. I bet a little cardamom in there would be pretty nicely.
Yep. A couple of chocolate chips in this would be
Chocolate
good.
chips. I think you could probably also add a couple bit of dried fruit, like a cherry or a.
Yes, that would be
Go to,
really
like there's
good
so
too.
many.
Yes.
As it goes. You're gonna say it, aren't you?
Change it up, make it your own. So, I'm pretty pleased with these. If you're looking for that crispy, crunchy cookie, this isn't it. This is more like a Madeleine. It's more like a little tiny cake, but they're fantastic. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.